Okay.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Hey guys, and welcome to Tnashi's Movie Corner. Woo, and I do apologize for that horrible singing, but hey, I just got done seeing Jungle Book. Awesome. And no, not the animated one, although I do have that. But I got to see the live action, if you want to call it that, Jungle Book film that was directed by Jon Favreau and has such cool stars in it like Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Idris Elba, Scarlett Johansson, Lupita Nyong'o, Christopher Walken, and several others, including Neil Seth. I believe this is his first acting role. I'm pretty sure it is, give or take. But man, this film was awesome. This film was awesome. The visuals of it, for one, are just absolutely stunning. Like, to look back and see how far CG has come, and to watch this movie and to realize that there's only one thing that's real. There's only one aspect of this movie that is actual real, that isn't CG, and that is Mowgli. Crazy. And all the voice acting all around, absolutely perfect. Like, it's such good voice work all over the board. Everyone did good. I especially like Bill Murray as Baloo. Very likable. And Neil Seth as Mowgli, you know, I'm going to say there's a few moments in here, I don't know if it was the dialogue or just the delivery of it, I didn't entirely buy on it, but overall I think he did a great job. So you add that, you had Idris Elba as Shere Khan, who brought a little bit more to that villain character. We really got to understand where he was coming from. So I like that, and he was much more intimidating in this movie. You had the score was beautiful. It had elements of the old animated movie, which I appreciate. You know, I think others would too. You had elements of humor. You had, kind of sadness going as well. You had the lighthearted moments, but you had the darker moments too, that was really cool to have in here. You got a lot of characters that actually got a little more presence. All the wolves got a lot more to do in this movie than they did in the animated one. Like I said, Shere Khan had a little bit more to do. Baloo, he was in it about the same, but when he was in it, it was really cool. It was funny. Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. I really liked Bagheera in this movie. The only one that got a little shortchanged was Kaa, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. But to be fair, she didn't really have, Kaa didn't really have much of a role in the animated movie either, so I didn't think it was all that bad. Going into it, though, like I said, I was wondering how the songs were going to work. Bare Necessities, I think, out of the park. Did real good. Christopher Walken, who came in as King Louie, sounds about what you'd expect. At least the first time. The first time he does it, it threw me off a little bit. I could hear the score building up, so I knew it was going to happen. But the first time it actually starts off, I'm like, okay. So, but it does, the second time you hear it, I'm completely on board. Again, a lot of cool visuals. There's definitely moments that call back to the animated film, which I thought were really cool, but it also has a new direction. It brings its own flair to the story. So it's not simply a straight retelling. There's going to be differences, and I think the differences overall were for the better. there's a little bit of a tie-in with Mowgli's past. I'm not going to get into it, but a little bit of dwelling back on that. And I am not the biggest fan of that aspect of it, so that could have been a little better, for sure. But ultimately, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought this was a really good movie, and it was tough coming out because I was like, oh, what am I going to give it, 1 through 10? Because I know it's high up there, but just how high is it? Is it honestly going to be that high? And yes, it is. I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. The things that bother me, I've had time to think about it. They don't even bother me that much. This was a brilliant movie. This was absolutely, and it's cool too because you have the differences between this and the animated one, so you can enjoy both. You don't have to enjoy one and not enjoy the other. So, Disney has done another standout job with their live action movies. They did it with, Cinderella. They did a decent job, I think, with Maleficent, and now they've done this one. Amazing. And Jon Favreau, I'm sure, is one of the reasons for that because I've enjoyed him as a director, and I've enjoyed a lot of the films that he's done. And he did the first Iron Man, so he did Chef. It's the same guy. So, yeah, overall, really happy with this movie. Seeing it in 3D on this big screen was an experience, and I highly encourage you to do that if you see it. But what did you think about it? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Don't be too harsh now on my singing, okay? It was for fun. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Click that like button, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch my other vids. I do appreciate it. And until next time, peace.